This is episode number 271 of the Middle Country Public Library podcast. Hello and welcome. Sal DiVincenzo here with my fabulous colleagues, Sara Fade.
Hey.
And Nicole Rambo.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
Good.
Fantastic. Before we jump into the show, just a reminder to hit that subscribe button if you're listening to us on YouTube. Hey, did you see YouTube added a podcast tab?
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
It's pretty cool. And it automatically put all of our podcasts in that tab.
Wow.
So if you want to come to our page, which is mcpl.tv is the shortcut to it in your web browser, click on the podcast tab and you'll be able to see all of our podcasts all in one collection.
Lucky.
How fantastic is that?
Woo.
And did you also see that some of those podcasts are being indexed automatically by YouTube? So, like when you talk about something, it puts it in the index, and then when Sara talks about something, it puts it in the index.
Wow.
Yeah,
YouTube's so smart.
I know. Well, we'll talk about AI in a moment, there, Sara. Mm-hmm. But first, let's start with Nicole. Nicole, what do you have for us this week?
Actually, I helped a patron this morning, and I thought it was a cute little topic. It's just about different books about feelings, little children learning how to talk and discuss about their feelings. And there's a little book list, 0to3.org, and their recommended readings. And so I'll share some book titles with you.
Great.
They do suggest, so part of it, like the little article that goes with it says, books can be powerful tools to help young children make sense of these feelings. To help parents and caregivers support children as they deal with challenging feelings and experiences, we have created this list of books, blah, blah. And it's exploring feelings, coping with anger, fear, self-control, friendship, grief and loss, and divorce. Which is like, there are books, like you might not think like they have, but they have a lot of like, and they're like picture books and stories. So it's not just like facts, right? Like this for children. So they're like children focused books on these topics. And then it says, as you share these books with your child, it's important to follow their lead. Children may have different responses to the stories on the list. You may find that your child resists finishing a particular story. This may mean that they are not ready yet for it, or the story may be hitting too close to home. So you can put the book aside in a place where your child can explore it independently. And if you wait, you may see that over time, your child returns to the story when they're ready. And then so you may also find that your child requests the same book over and over. Repetition is an important way that children make sense of new ideas. Hearing the same story again and again can also be very comforting to children. Mm-hmm. This is for me. I watch the same show every night to go to sleep. So I get this.
What show do you watch every night?
New Girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't even watch it. Like I literally just put it on. I put my little blindfold on, sleep mask, I guess, blindfold.
Yeah,
and,
same thing.
Yeah, and then I pass out within the first 10 seconds.
I do that with Bob's Burgers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to Bob's Burgers used to be my nap show, my middle of the day nap show. I used to interpret in the morning. I used to sleep to Bob's Burgers, and I used to come here for my 5 o'clock shift.
Oh,
when
see
I worked
that?
5 to 9. Yeah.
I also watch horror movies.
Oh.
I was going to say, these are all...
It rotates.
Yeah.
Like the new movie, it was on for a bit.
Oh God, I don't think I could do that.
It's like something innocuous, like, New Girl, but then Sara came up with it.
So here are just some books, and this is in the feelings section, and for all ages. They have like for all ages, infants, toddlers. So for all ages, they have a couple, but the Feelings book by Todd Parr is a really good one, and I think if you saw the cover, you would kind of recognize it. It's really popular. And then for infants, there's Baby Faces by Margaret Miller. It's a board book, and it literally just pictures of babies' faces making different expressions. But it's very cute. And then the No David series, which is pretty popular over on children's side. That author has 2 books about babies called Oh David and Oops. So those are good ones. And then for toddlers, there's Grumpy Bird and Tough Guys Have Feelings Too by Keith Negley. That was a cute one. And then for older toddlers and little kids, there's one, I mean, they're all good, but Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. That's a classic one. So that's kind of like in the vein of these type of books. And then Coping with Anger, we have Words Are Not for Hurting, Hands Are Not for Hitting, and Teeth Are Not for Biting. So those are good. And then for the older toddlers and little kids, Llama Llama, that's a popular series.
That's also, yeah.
So Llama Llama Mad at Mama is one of them. So that one was really cute.
That's like a mantra for some of the kids out there.
Yeah. And then they have books about a fear of separation, and Owl Babies is a popular one. And then for older ones, Have You Seen My Duckling? That's a big one. Are You My Mother? That's a big one. Yeah. Right. Books about the fear of thunderstorms.
Oh, I had a fear of thunderstorms when I was a kid. Do you remember that story?
Did you?
No, I used to get fevers.
My God.
I know. I used to get fevers because I used to
So
be
like
so
work
afraid.
yourself up into a fever.
I would work myself up into a fever.
Yikes.
Storm Field was my buddy. Channel 7 Eyewitness News weather. I would go there and it would say,
That explains a lot, Sal.
it would say there are no thunderstorms tonight, and I'd be like, okay, I could sleep.
Aw.
But even if there was a chance,
Yeah.
Wait, so this was what, 5 years ago?
oh yeah, it was just yesterday, last night. I was like, up.
So there's Franklin and a Thunderstorm, the Storm Book, Thunder Cake, and Thunder and Lightning. They're not so frightening. So you could try those books if your child also works himself into a fever.
Well, let me tell you this story really quick.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I was afraid of thunderstorms, obviously, and I'll never forget. It was one summer, and we had like a screen porch where we could sit out, and we were having dinner, and it started to get dark out, and obviously a thunderstorm was coming, and you can hear it rumbling,
Yeah.
in the distance. So most of us got up to come inside to finish our dinner inside, but my grandfather stayed outside to kind of show me, look, it's okay. You're not, it's the chances of anything terrible happening are very slim. So there's a huge, gigantic flash and bang all at the same time. And finally, my grandfather got up. He's like, all right, I'll come in. And he came in. So as we're finishing dinner, we see a reflection through the front windows of the house of like emergency lights reflection. We go outside and the house across the street is on fire.
Oh, my God.
Because it was struck by lightning.
Oh my gosh, that's so crazy.
Yes. And that is why I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good.
So give me those
How old
books.
were you?
I was like 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's scary. When I was like super little, like 3 and 4, like I was scared of it. And my mom, I would like go in when we were in the store and I'd hide in the clothes. And she couldn't find me. She'd be like, thunder. And I'd come running out. So, but I was like little. But I guess if I saw a house on fire, I'd
Yes,
probably, yeah. And then we have books about being afraid of the dark. And then called Can't You Sleep, Little Bear? So it's a Little Bear book, popular by Martin Waddell. I Have a Little Problem, Said the Bear. And There's a Nightmare in My Closet. And then we have books about medical appointments because some kids don't like going to the doctor.
True. I don't like going to the doctor. A lot of people don't like going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Thunderstorms and doctors.
Yeah. So it's called My Friend the Doctor by Nicole. And then Franklin again. Franklin goes to the hospital. And then we have one called Next Please by Ernst Jandel. And then books about the fear of monsters. So there's one called Go Away, Big Green Monster. That's a cute one. And then self-control books for infants and toddlers. No, yes. And then Quiet Loud by Linda Petrocelli. They're both by Linda Petrocelli. And then for older toddlers and little kids, the No David series. We have Don't Let Pigeon Drive the Bus.
Oh, yes.
So those two. And then Friendship Troubles.
Or any type of vehicle for that matter.
Yeah.
And then Friendship Troubles, which I don't know if infants have friendship troubles, but if they do, My Friend Rabbit by Eric Roman is a good book for them. And then for older kids, we have Stand Tall, Molly Lou Mellon, some popular ones in the Enemy Pie. That's a big one over on our side, Jay's side. And then for toddlers and little kids about grief and loss, there's Dogger by Shirley Hughes. When Dinosaurs Die, A Guide to Understanding Death.
When dinosaurs die,
Yeah.
millions and millions of years ago.
Yeah, but it's a guide to understanding death.
Okay.
I Miss You, A First Look at Death.
Stay away
Those are sad.
from meteorites.
Yeah. Books about losing a pet. Goodbye, Mousy. I'll Always Love You. That's a big one. Saying Goodbye to Lulu. That's a big one. So, Jasper's Day. Yeah, those are sad books. My cousin, when they lost like their dog, and she like asked me to get books for her son, like about it. And I remember I was at the desk sobbing, just looking through these books, just like hysterical crying.
But do most kids get that? I mean, I can understand perhaps maybe a little older reading group. Like what are the ages would you say for this group?
Little kids.
Little kids. Okay.
Yeah, it's just little kids.
Right.
Yeah. And then the A Terrible Thing Happened. That's for grief or trauma. That's kind of a popular one by Margaret Holmes. And then Divorce. Mama and Daddy Bear's Divorce.
It's terrible.
Mama and Daddy's Bear's Divorce by Cornelia Maud Spellman.
It was Goldilocks.
Two
She had
Homes
something
by
to do with it.
Claire. I should have had these books when I was little. My parents got divorced when I was pretty young. Dinosaurs divorce, so they die and they also get divorced. I have Two Homes. Those are Where Am I Sleeping Tonight?
Oh my
Oh my
goodness
God.
gracious.
It's not funny, but
I know it's not funny, but it's just like it's you know,
but
tough.
I mean,
it's
is
tough stuff.
Yeah, and the kids go through. I went through it, right? So like it's a thing. So it's good, and I think it's more. Not even say it's more for the parents, but I think it almost is in a way because like your kids might be asking you questions about these things or talking about these things, and this is kind of like a helpful guide, you know, that you can like refer to. Be like, well, what did we learn in the story? You know what I mean? To kind of like help you talk about it, so you're not just trying to, you know,
Sure.
not make stuff up, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
Try to figure out what to say. It kind of gives you a little guide in these stories. So
Great.
yeah, there you go.
Well, thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome.
We'll put those in the blog for those who want to read it
Yeah.
and take them out here at the library if you have a Middle Country card. Or if your local library might have it if you're listening outside our district. Great. Sarah, what will you be talking about this week?
All right. Well, as Nicole will probably talk about this more in depth later on, but I have signed up for the ChatGPT, which you can't sign, like it's closed.
Is now closed, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I got in around time because I just signed up like not too long ago, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I know a lot of people have been talking. There's been a bit of a hot topic of artificial intelligence and all this stuff. So, you know, I was fooling around with this for a little bit, and I did not have a topic for today's podcast. So I was
you cheated?
no.
No.
Well, I asked my buddy, Chad, and I said, help me pick a topic for my podcast. And they were very bad. So they gave me some ideas. And I'm like, I don't want some ideas. I want you to write it for me. But
Yes.
they didn't do that. So this is what their suggestions are already.
And these are also future shows.
Well, no. I'm never gonna come up with my own topic again.
No, it's not. It's very vague. They
No,
suck.
because you have to learn how to prompt it appropriately.
Yes.
Yeah, apparently saying, give me a topic for my podcast.
That's not good enough prompt.
Yeah, apparently. So, and they agree. It's a daunting task.
Yeah.
Thank you, ChatGPT. I know. Well, here are some ideas, and I don't want ideas. I want you to write it. But current news and events. So, current news and events. I found one. It's all very depressing, the news. So
Yes.
I tried not to pick a depressing one.
Okay.
So this happened. Feds barged into the wrong hotel room during a drill, then detained a guest inside.
All right.
Federal agents and military personnel conducting a training exercise at a Boston hotel interrogated an unsuspecting civilian after they entered the wrong room by mistake.
Oh my goodness.
So even though this guy was like, what the heck? Like, aha, part of the drill.
Yeah,
eh?
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So
This guy's good.
yeah.
Yeah.
So authorities confirmed to NPR that no one was injured, which happened around 10 p.m. Tuesday night and is now under review by the FBI in the DOJ. First and foremost, we'd like to extend our deepest apologies to the individual who was affected by this training exercise. Yeah, he's probably traumatized. Yeah, another one is personal stories. Sharing a personal story and experience can be a powerful way to connect with your audience.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't have one. So, number 3, interviews. Conducting interviews with interesting people in your field or industry can be a great way to provide your listeners.
We've done that.
Yeah. But you guys are not that interesting to me. But I'm going to ask you, what is your favorite comfort food?
My favorite comfort food?
Yes, that is my interview question.
I think it's the Sal Special.
What's that? Is that like the Jimmy Ward special?
No, the Sal Special. It's a McDouble, a McChicken,
Oh, yeah.
a
You do
medium
like that.
fries, and a large Diet Coke.
Okay, and yours? Don't you dare say oatmeal.
It's not oatmeal.
I will literally.
But I would say it's mashed potatoes. So very similar vein. I like a mushy food.
And you, Sarah?
My favorite comfort food. I like pasta. I like pasta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
It means like a pound of it though. Like I'm feeling down. I like a pound of pasta. Reviews and recommendations. If your podcast focuses on a particular topic or niche, you can review products. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, we do that all the time.
Yeah, Nicole just did it. So, and my recommendation is the movie Spirited Away, along with the soundtrack. And Spirited Away tells the story of Chihiro, a 10-year-old girl who, on moving to a new neighborhood, enters the world of Kami, which is a spirit of Japanese folklore. After her parents are turned into pigs by the witch Yubaba, Chihiro takes a job working at Yubaba's bathhouse to find a way to free herself and her parents or return to the human world. It came out in 2001. We have copies. It's a delight.
Okay, so that's your recommendation.
Yes.
That's not Chat.
No,
Chat
ChatGPT did absolute butt kiss. They just did nothing.
You didn't prompt it right.
I did, Nicole.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I was supposed to give me a topic for a podcast.
And he did that.
No, it gave me 7 general queries. I said, write me a podcast
Script, right?
Script.
Yeah.
It did not.
You need to prompt it right.
Yeah. How do you guys? Okay, this is real easy, right? How to drive properly in a 2-lane parkway. All right, here we go, folks. I know this is shocking to you, but people don't like it when you're in the left lane driving 30.
Yeah.
Okay?
This chat says that too?
No, this is all me. They prompted me, and I'm telling people.
So what do we need ChatGPT for? We'll just ask Sara questions and let her get angry at us.
Yeah. Okay. So, because I take a certain 2-way parkway here, or county road.
Yes.
All the time. People don't know how to drive on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, folks. The left lane is a passing lane. If you're not passing anyone, that means you belong in the right lane, where slow people go. So if you're passing cars, you're in the left lane, and you use blinkers. Okay. That is it. That is my advice.
This is Sara POD.
Yeah. Just let you know, people, that is the proper way. And if you're teaching children how to drive, tell them that. Okay, controversial topics.
Uh-oh.
Talking about controversial topics or issues can be a great way to spark debate. My controversial topic is pineapple is good on pizza.
Okay. No, I'm all right with that.
I've never had it.
No?
Well, you don't have pizza that much, right?
Not now. I used to, but
Yeah.
never.
Well, when you get your vegan pizza,
Oh, put pineapple on it.
put pineapple
Well, I
on
like,
it.
look, I like the Hawaiian pizza, I think it's called, and I like it. It's got the
Yeah.
pineapple and the ham on it.
Yeah. People who are getting raged by that are just...
I never was a fan of people eating their pizza with a knife and fork.
No, stop.
No,
That's not right.
Yeah.
Take it back.
Yeah, I said I didn't like it. I was like,
It's weird.
I just feel like it's so unnecessary.
It's a
But I also
it's
don't
an
like when
Italian
people
thing though.
fold their pizza.
How else do you eat it? You eat it
Like-
flat?
Yes. Like,
So
no.
traditionally, when you get pizza in Italy, for example,
It's
or
not.
Sicily,
It wasn't even invented
It's
in
a
Italy.
it's a smaller size, maybe 12 inches. It
Yeah.
fits on your plate.
Yeah.
And it comes uncut, so you basically cut it and you eat it with your fork. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's just the way it is over there.
That's
Over
their
there.
interpretation. Of
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
American pizza.
I need to fold. I need to fold my pizza.
What
No,
about,
like
I eat it-
fold to like. I don't like creasing. I'm not saying creasing. I'm talking about folding it like a sandwich.
Okay. No.
Because I know
yeah,
someone
yeah.
who does it. I'm like,
No.
No. I fold it. Okay. Here. So
You
I
crease
crease
it.
it.
You crease it,
I
yeah.
crease it into a certain point, and then when you get more towards the top, then you kind of have to fold it because
Yeah.
then it's like too
Yeah.
long, like this, and
Yeah.
you kind of like, would you eat it like a piece of corn?
oh, I break
So
it in
you have-
half.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah, because I don't do the fold. And then the number 7, lastly, by the ChatGPT brain, the guest co-host.
Guest co-hosts.
we
Yeah.
have those.
ChatGPT wants one
Jim.
of us to get kicked out.
Yeah.
Yes, ChatGPT is Jim.
Yeah.
He's on the other side.
He's like, how about? I have an idea.
How about a show about Gettysburg?
Yeah.
How about a show about
I
Abraham
died.
Lincoln's death? About the crazy dreams he had before he died.
Yeah.
How about a show like that? Okay.
So that is ChatGPT. And I know maybe one of us will probably talk more in depth about the wonders and delights.
I'm obsessed.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
obsessed with it. I want to become a prompt engineer. So if one day I'm not on this show anymore, it's because
You're a prompt
I'm
engineer,
a prompt engineer now.
which is
it was
teaching
only
AI.
that
Is that
easy.
what it is? You're teaching AI?
You are, yeah, like kind of, because you're learning how to talk to it. Like you're learning how to better word the prompts. I mean, you can like, but yeah, it's obviously a lot like more. I don't know anything about it. I just know that is a job, and it is figuring out the best ways to word something. To prompt the AI to give you back
Well, there
a more
probably
accurate
is
answer.
like a job because
Yeah.
back in the day, I worked for, I don't know if I can say this. I think I can say this. I worked for Google as an ad writer.
Yeah.
And so basically, they would send me like different websites and the query, and I would have to be like, okay, they didn't want this, they wanted that. So it would help
Yeah.
them streamline everything. And let me tell you,
Well, I mean, it's not
the interweb is a scary
like
place.
it's a what we do in Reader's Advisory to the nth degree. Like, but Reader's Advisory, like you have to figure out what they're asking for because they're not always asking. They always don't know what they are actually are asking for, right? So it's like that times a bajillion. But like I feel like it's in a similar like vein. This like prompt engineering and stuff like that, which I thought was like super cool. Because like I said, I'm obsessed. I've been listening to podcasts. I've been watching
Really?
YouTube videos. Yeah, like I think that this is like really, really cool. I do think it's going to change the world. I really do.
You know what's frightening about it though is the audio AI that they're coming up with.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, well, we're in trouble here at the podcast because they have most of our voice.
I mean, if I could honestly AI myself, my role, and then just be on desk and hit like run and podcast when I wasn't here, I would do it.
Well, people don't realize that we aren't here. We are the AI. All right. So thank you so much to the both of you for your interesting topics this week. And if you want to listen to older topics or read our show notes, visit our website, mcplpodcast.com. We also have extended notes at blog.mcplpodcast.com. Again, hit the like button if you're listening on YouTube. Hit subscribe. We'd love to get up to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year.
We can ask ChatGPT, how do we get more subscribers on YouTube?
And they'll say, here's some suggestions.
No, but you have to keep going. When I'm a multi-billionaire, I will still take you along with me, Sarah, and I'll forget you ever said any of this. She didn't know. I'll tell the AI, Sarah didn't know.
Yes. So the ask is, please subscribe.
Yes, I'll prompt engineer, and we'll get us to 2,000.
We'd greatly appreciate it. Okay. So for Sarah Fade and Nicole Rambo, I'm Sal DiVincenzo. We'll see you on the next show.